Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am Michelle O'Connor, your business growth coach. So if you have an idea to grow your business from point A to point B, I am the person who will come in and help you to organize your ideas so you can achieve the results that you want. So I don't know if this is you, because what I find with entrepreneurs a lot of times is that we have these great ideas for a business, but we're afraid to write them down because we either think we're not qualified, we don't have the experience, we can't see the resources around us that we need to move us along. And so we get stuck in this place of just working. Oh, let me just work on what I have. And then you keep working every day, and you feel so overwhelmed, you feel tired, you're busy, you're booked and busy, but the results that you want to generate, you're not seeing them. And so I want to have a conversation with you today about how it is that you get organized so you can get to a goal. Remove the clutter from your brain and put it in such a way that you know what, I am clear that when I work on these things, these are the things that are driving the results that I want. And be open to the fact that it may not work, because sometimes you're operating in a different environment. Sometimes you should have taken the step maybe 5-6 months ago, and know it's not a good time. But how do you know? And the other thing I want you to be aware of as we talk about this, because nothing is static, right? Is that, oh my God, it slipped me. It will come back. But as we move on, I want to share with you how it is that you remove the clutter, right? The other thing that I want to share with you is that you sometimes you're not connected to the vision that you have. And that is why sometimes, well, a lot of times in whether business plans or business journals, one of the things that they ask you to write down is your mission and your vision. In my coaching program that I am a part of, one of the things we do on a quarterly basis as we write down what our quarterly goals are is, what's the vision and mission of your business? Because you need to have that front and center to ensure that the activities that you're taking on, they are aligned. When things are not in alignment, there is discord, you feel overwhelmed, you feel frustrated, because guess what? The things that you're working on are not aligned to your deeper purpose. And that has been true, proven, tested, tried, you name it. And even in your personal lives, I went through this personally, where I am in my job and I had a corporate job. And for some reason, I was just like, a meeting is canceled or rescheduled, and I'm just like so annoyed about it. And I'm thinking to myself that a meeting being rescheduled, nothing is wrong with that activity. That's a perfectly normal and okay thing. Why was it affecting me? It was affecting because there were other things that I had planned for my life that are connected to my deeper purpose that had to be shifted. And that is why I fixed it, right? So I want you to remember that whenever you're in discord, and this can be in your personal life, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be just work. Whenever it is that you wake up every day and you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling like this is not going to work out, why am I in this? There is misalignment. And if you think about your motor vehicle, when it needs to be aligned, it's kind of all over the place and it's not functioning properly, you get it aligned. And there are different ways, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about how it is that you're going to get yourself organized. So let's jump into it. The first thing you want to do is that you want to make a list of all the things that you have, all the ideas. So funny fact, I started this recording just writing on the Flipboard. Then I remember that I wrote an ebook on this topic. And so I could actually record this on Zoom, and then I can always project my screen to make it easier instead of having to write. And then maybe you don't understand my handwriting. But anyways, make a list of all the ideas you have. And it doesn't matter if those ideas seem achievable. It doesn't matter if it feels as though you have the resources to support you. Like, this dream is just too big. I had a friend who called me once and she said, Michelle, I need to talk to you because I'm up like 2-3 o'clock in the mornings with this idea. And she didn't feel as though she had a community that she could share it with, who would really say to her, yes, go after it. So make a list in no particular order, with no judgment, no scrutinizing, just make a list of all the ideas that you have. And I'm now going to share my screen so you can see the point that we're going to be focused on. So, oh my God, I can't see what's on my screen. All right, so this was the book. So we're going to go down. So this is make a list of I call it, here goes your excellent, all the excellent ideas that's crowding your mind, because they are excellent ideas. You may not be able to implement them on your own, but they are excellent ideas. So make a list of all the excellent ideas you have crowding your mind, the things that are keeping you up late at night. Then the next thing I want you to do, I hope this is not getting in your way. The next thing I want you to do is I want you now to organize them in different areas. So let's take, for example, is it financial? Is it business? Is it health and wellness? If you're someone who still has a 9-to-5 and your side hustle, are these ideas and are these things that you keep thinking of fitting in that bucket? Does it relate to your family? Is it personal, spiritual, or other? So you're able to name what it is that you're writing down. So when you look at all the list of things that you would have written down, I have, sometimes it's a lot, see which bucket they fall into. Because sometimes when you're able to see what bucket they fall into, you're able to see, okay, you know what? I have a lot of the things that are in my brain about my business or about my life. It's really around finances. So it may just mean that I need to get my finance in order. So that's one of the things that I want you to. So I'm going to just share back that part. So if you want to, take a screenshot of this, you can. Is it financial? After you make the list, just put them in these buckets. Like, where do they fit? Is it health and wellness? Maybe I'm so overwhelmed and I'm so concerned about where my health is that I am not even sure where to go. And so this thing is really bothering me. And then remember, I shared with you earlier that you need to have a vision. Like when you think about the vision for your life, what is that? What's that vision? What does it look like? What does it look like in the same bucket? So for example, for your financial bucket, do I see myself being debt-free? Do I see myself having investments of a certain value? When you think about business, do I see myself generating a certain revenue for my business over a certain period of time? Health and wellness, do I see myself exercising 3 times per week? When I talk about my 9-to-5, do I see myself leaving this job in a certain time? Do I see myself getting a promotion? I want you to write down what vision you have for yourself in these buckets. So now, here are the steps I want you to take. So yes, this is working class. Take some time to revisit your initial ideas. What were some of the ideas you had? So that brain dump that you did. How were they categorized? Now it's time to highlight these activities that will help you to achieve the vision you have for your life. So when you look back at what you wrote down as your vision on these pages, this is what you would have documented. Write down what the vision is, and you're going to go back now and look at what the ideas were that you have. Is there a relationship? Are they like, okay, you know what? This is really what I had planned, and this is really what's happening in my life. So just to ensure that you're following, because this is, and let me just say this. A lot of times we don't want to do the hard work. And this sometimes can be hard work. We don't want to do the hard work. We want to just get up and work. It's the same thing I shared in a previous video when we were talking about ensuring that you have a marketing plan before you have a sales plan. Ensure you have a sales plan before you have a marketing plan. Sometimes we want to go on social media, we want to send the email, we want to have the logo, we want to have the website. When we don't know what we're selling and we don't know how we're going to reach people, and that is work. That's not pretty work. That's sitting on and thinking and tearing out your hair work. That's eating the things that you're not supposed to eat when you're thinking kind of work, right? So this is how everything I want it to come together for you, right? So you are going to have, you're going to have your ideas. Your ideas are here. Then you're going to have your vision here. So your vision in terms of the different buckets that we spoke to. And then I want you to look where they intersect. And I probably should have, do like a Venn diagram, right? But see where they intersect. So for example, let's use finances as an example. Maybe you're constantly thinking about, you know what, I have an idea to own a home. I have an idea to have assets. Different things. Vision for your life. You saw yourself retiring on rental income, or you saw yourself having a certain amount in your investment account, earning different assets, bonds, equities, you name it. That's what you saw. So when you think about ideas that you have and you're like, oh, but really and truly, it really matches back up to the vision. I need to be focusing on this. So that's the kind of thinking process that you want to go through. So when you make your brain dump, you look at your ideas, categorize them in the different areas that I showed you earlier, and then look at the vision that you have for your life and see where it is that they cross over. Because that is what is going to really help you to say, okay, where should I put my focus? And if it doesn't align with your vision, maybe you should not be doing it. Maybe it's a great idea for now. So it could be you shouldn't be doing it. Or is this vision really your vision, or something that somebody else told you that you needed to do or need to focus on for yourself? Am I making sense? So I hope this works for you. So go ahead and try it. You are going to write your ideas, categorize them. So 1, your ideas. 2, categorize those ideas. I need to go back for you to see 3, or this can go back for you to see 3. Ensure you can see it. Then 3, look at your vision. Then the 4th thing that you are going to do is you're going to see how they intersect. Yeah, pardon my handwriting. But that's what you're going to do. This way, you can truly have a picture that you're looking on and you're like, okay, this is why this thing isn't working for me, or this is why it doesn't bring me fulfillment. It doesn't connect to my vision. And that way I can get organized and keep focused on the things that really matters to me. So I'm not caught in being busy, and I'm not caught in being overwhelmed. What I am caught in being is being deliberate about the activities and the actions that I am taking that's going to grow my business to the next level and make my life easier. So I hope this served you. I hope it helped you. Thank you so much for coming over to my channel. Follow these steps. Look back at this video. If you're driving, you may want to, save it until later so you can go home and really look through and do the activity. Because I guarantee you see persons out there and you see them going after, and look at, they're killing their goals and they're achieving so much in one day. They are focused. They know what they want. They know why they want it, and they're going after it with everything within them. It may not work the first, second, third, or fourth time, but because it is their vision and this is what their life is and it matters to them, then they're just putting in the work to get there. So remember these 3 things. Make a list of all the ideas you have for your business. Categorize them, which buckets they fall into. Then look back at your vision within those same buckets. See where they intersect, and then you can see where you need to put your action. I am Michelle O'Connor, your business growth coach. Thank you so much for coming over to my channel. Remember to like, share, and hit the subscribe button, and tell somebody about us. And remember also, let us know what is really concerning you about your business and how it is that we can serve you. Until next time, have a wonderful day.